evening, salam, namaste, sat shri akal. This is Pallav Ghosh from Radiance Media. I have Akavi, who is the Nagaland State President of International Human Rights. My obvious question to Akavi is, he is in Delhi. He must be having friends in Delhi. He is also a budding politician who aspired to join politics. He had contested the last general election, 2000 general election. But my question is different here, Akavi. My question is, whenever people from Northeast, they come to Delhi, they come to North India, they face this problem, either of taunts. Girls from your state, they invariably face the problem of molestation, eve-teasing, stalking. So how do you see to this problem? And this problem gets bigger and bigger when these so-called sick North Indians, they resort to lynching, stone pelting, all these things that takes place. There are n number of problems actually. So how do you see to this problem actually?
I will get, as you have mentioned, whatever cases had happened in the past, it is very unfortunate. And now what I see is a real hope is already happening in India, especially in North India, that is Delhi. And with the coming of Northeast Helping Hands, I think you have heard about Northeast Helping Hands, which it is already supervised by IPS officer Robin Hibu, who is an IPS officer.
Yes.
He was also the Delhi Commissioner.
Absolutely.
So he has been doing a very wonderful job. And under his initiative, there was an agency that was being formed that is known as Spanner. I could not able to recollect the real exact meaning of the Spanner, but it is a special unit of police which is mainly for the northeastern cases, and that includes my state Nagaland. So whatever had happened in the past, it was unfortunate. If teasing, or whether maybe it is molestation, or whether it may be killing, or whatever. So it is unfortunate. Gun is gun. But what I want to say is that in future, as like Delhi police commissioners like our Sir Robin Hibu, who has been doing a very wonderful job. So what I want to appeal to the North Indians, our brothers, who are our own brothers, is that, as I'm not saying that all North Indians are bad, but in society there is always a black sheep. Even that is everywhere in all the states. So I think a mass-based awareness is also needed, which it has to come from the mainstream medias that includes several TV news channels like Asta, Times Now, Republic, our anchor.
Don't name the channels.
So maximum awareness should be created, where it should be told to the people of North Indians that Northeast is also part and parcel of
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the uniqueness and the integrity of boundary is not the only solution.
Absolutely.
Emotional integration is also needed, and where cultural integration should keep on continuing on, which the government has been doing, several governments in the past.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, even in the syllabus, I believe that by now some of the states have already implemented about Northeast cultures and identities, about our traditions. So it should be implemented in other states. Because me being here, I studied this. I studied political science. I took up a history courses also. So we studied about UP, we studied about Delhi, we studied about Haryana, we studied about Gujarat. So why don't the rest of India also study about Nagaland, study about Arunachal, study about Sikkim, study about Mizoram, study about Meghalaya? Yes, Assam is fortunate to get the names in all the things and histories, but other states are yet to come. And it is already come up, but we need maximum awareness, telling to the North Indians that some Northeastern states should also be given importance. So, and when it comes to other issues like some of the peoples, they will be harassed, molested. So it also depends upon the individuals how they act smart. Like they come to Delhi for working. If they are not smart, if they are not clever, definitely they will be full under the threat. So they have to be smart. So they have to be mentally prepared when they decide to come down to Delhi to work, when they decide to come down to Gurugram for work. Because most of the time that I see is many of our own people, they are working in Gurugram and in Delhi. So they have to be smart, they have to be clever, and they have to be well connected with all the student union leaders. Because student union leaders are one of the is one of the body where even in Nagaland back there or in other northeast states, they are very powerful. They are well established, they are well organized. So in several states wherever they are, there is a student union leader. So even the parents, even the individuals who are coming forward, they have to get associated with the student union leaders, because suppose if there is a sudden accident or death or bike accident, whom will they depend? So the student union leaders have to take the responsibility to bury the dead bodies. And I would also like to request all the state governments of the northeastern states, 8 northeastern states, whenever there is an incident of death or accidents that have happened, some of the family members, they are not reached to bring the dead body. So the state government and all the states should pass in their own state cabinet that a certain compensation of amount should be given, maybe around 2 lakhs or 5 lakhs. That comes from the state exchequer. So I think some compensation should be paid, and travel allowances to and fro should be worked out with several airlines, where the dead body should be delivered free of cost. And not only that, what I also wanted to request is like, in cases of like accidents, molestation cases, like there is a special unit known as Spawner, there is a special unit known by the NGO, Notice Helping Hands, run by IPS Robin Hibu. So not only that, all the state governments should also set up some kind of like special cells headed either by their own houses, guest houses which they have in Delhi, or maybe they can also collaborate with Notice Helping Hands, where they can all tie up together, which I believe that they are tying up, and whatever cases comes up, it should be done on fast track basis, where justice will be delivered at the earliest.
Right, so this was Akavi who was sharing his concern about the, not always but sometimes, the attitude of the North Indians towards Northeasterns. And he shared a couple of important points. One of them is staying connected with the student unions, student leaders from Northeastern states who are in Delhi. All I have to say is my request, my message to the North Indians who indulge in such sick activities, not to do this, because if you really want to know them, really want to talk to them, then take a step, move forward and talk to them. They are beautiful people, they are lovely people. But don't do this, because all the northeastern states, they actually draw a very bad picture about you, about the North Indian states, but still they come because of the reasons they have to. And I will be taking up this issue of employment in my next video with Akavi. But the point is, don't do this, because I reiterate, they are lovely people, they are wonderful people, they are always ready to talk to, they are ready to interact. So if you really want to know them, really want to be friends, just take a step and say a hello and then see how they react. This is Pallab Ghosh signing off.